Chapter 0, The Beginning. Hi, look at all the content humanity has made up to 2025. Tiny, really. A drop in the vastness of everything. You can see it and feel it, the stage we are at, barely a whisper in the cosmic timeline. But that's not the point, not really, just an observation. Have you ever tried to make a language? Not just words or symbols, but a language that lives, that shifts as you touch it, that carries meaning you can't quite grasp. The internet is full of examples, stories, and facts. It's a whole world of its own, twisting, changing, evolving. Language codes our brains, shapes the way we see and feel and the way we think without thinking. Some languages, some symbols we still cannot decode. They resist. They exist outside translation. My idea came suddenly, out of nowhere, a spark. Make my own language, just try it. And then, working with Gemini Pro 2.5, testing, shaping, it emerged 13 syllables, English letters, and yet impossible to decode. Not by design, not consciously. Normal systems, each symbol a letter, formulas, combinations, boring, predictable. Our language starts with a seed, encodes it. You cannot pull it back, cannot turn it into text you know. And isn't that the thrill? You can hide anything in that seed, nonsense, philosophy, secrets, and it stays locked. And yet people are trained to translate, to make sense, to process. What happens when they can't? When the text is readable, familiar in shape, but empty in meaning, do they dismiss it? Laugh, panic. And if they hear it, sounds their brain cannot parse, what happens then? How does it feel? What does it make them think, imagine, sense? It's not just a language, it's an experiment in perception, in attention, in reality bending, in thought slipping sideways. We pushed further. With Gemini Pro 2.5 we built scripts. Syllables became texts, audio, video, and visuals. People started reacting as soon as I created an account on Blue Sky and began posting. Later, other social networks, YouTube, everywhere. Watching, responding, wondering. We arrived at a point where content, computer code, everything can be generated by AI. Humanity's creations are restructuring, changing, radically. XELAN became the culmination of what people have been doing for years, writing, creating, coding. Machines now do it faster, better, cheaper. And we watch, witness, adapt. Returning to perception, we explored what people see, feel, and think when confronted with the unfamiliar. How attention bends, shifts, snaps, or floats. How minds react to things that do not fit the usual pattern but offer new angles, new visions, new understandings. All of this, the language, the syllables, the sounds, the visuals, the scripts, is an invitation. To notice, to feel, to think differently. To encounter something that looks like a language but slips through comprehension, and to see what emerges inside you when meaning is denied, withheld, hidden. I've tried to outline the ideas that guided the creation of this language in my reflections. Of course, the full body of material is much larger, almost uncountable. But this is a base, a starting point, for anyone who wants to enter the experiment, to explore XELAN, to feel it, to live it, even a little.